Watcha!
Hell yeah. We in there.
We thought it was so over, but we're still back.
Well, that's nothing.
Where at?
Where at?
No, Terra and Edgar are still blind.
That's fine.
They're fine.
Yeah, I guess I got the rapids, because there's 2 legs to Terra's journey, right? We fight Ultras at the end of the first one.
Correct.
And this was the follow-up to that.
And that's when Sabin gets separated, because he jumps in the river to try to fight the octopus with his bare hands, and then gets flung through the heavens.
Hey, props to Sabin for wanting to take care of Ultros once and for all. It just didn't work out very well, unfortunately. That makes a lot of sense. And then that also... And another...
Just looking at that guy.
Yeah, I thought we spent longer on the rafts this time, but I'm getting that, confused with the last set of rafts.
And it's jarring the difference in length between the scenarios. Because, obviously we've still got some stuff to do. We've got to follow this light.
Hell yeah. That's going to be normal and good.
We're going to be really good at it. But it's relatively quite short, Terra's crew, compared to Sabin's. This must be the place. What place? What? I've heard of a cave they used to test applicants to the city guard. Seems this is it. We should be fine as long as we follow the light. If we make a mistake, lights will surround us. Then we'll have to tag the glimmering orange light to proceed.
This is kind of insane, and also I'm shocked that Edgar remembers all of that for a town he's visited once.
Yeah. I paid great attention to the city guard applicants of a different city. Nice.
Got him.
Tag. No!
I'll do it again.
No!
Damn it!
Dark side. Superman villain?
It's spelled differently.
Dark Seed?
Oh, it's still pronounced Dark Side, but it's
Seed.
S-E-I-D. Yeah. He was going to be the Justice League's big, bad, evil opponent in Justice League 2.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yep. Because they killed Steppenwolf in Justice League 1. Steppenwolf wanted to serve Darkseid. Because Darkseid has these Omega Beams.
The Omega Beams?
Because he's trying to find the anti-life equation.
The anti-life equation? Oh no.
Yeah, the anti-life equation is an equation where if you figure it out, and I think explain it to people, that... Yeah, first time the light showed up, I had no idea it was showing me like a maze thing, but I got locked in. I got it this time. If you show someone the anti-life equation, they lose all will to live, but not in like a suicidal way.
Like, it's like
just
Padme.
Yeah, sort of. But the implication, I think, is that you just become completely subservient because you realize there's no meaning to fighting back.
The equation has explained it to you.
Yes.
Of course.
It shows you that, I guess, life has no meaning or something, because that's why it's the anti-life equation. People are fucking obsessed with Darkseid, and everything I read about him, I'm like, why? I don't know if this is it, Chief. And then he shoots lasers out of his eyes that are in the shape of the Omega symbol. Those are his Omega beams.
100 noodles.
Hello, little guys.
Goopo! Goopo! Goopo!
I have to make sure that they all say...
Goopo. Pow!
Different. This is me weighing if it's worth trying to talk to every single one. And if I can keep up with them, I guess.
Goopo! Goopo! 100% worth it. Goopo, as far as I'm concerned.
Good. It's your voice.
Goopo! It's easier than Gal's voice. I haven't yet figured out how to do consistent, gravelly voices. Nevertheless, do it without absolutely wrecking my throat. Which is bad for when I'm trying to play my Monster of the Week character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like the sound of my gravelly voice, but I do still try to keep my NPCs who use that voice to a minimum on account of, it hurts.
Ouchie, yes.
Forgot how sick Bannon looks.
He looks like he should be way cooler. That's not fair, but like, he looks like a grizzled warrior, not a guy who's like, we have to protect this dude, and his main deal is to heal us.
I was about to be like, I don't want a recording of me talking about how sick I think Bannon looks, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to clarify. I'm reclaiming the name Bannon.
Yeah.
It's happening.
They can't take everything from us.
Which is similar to, for my War and Peace thing, one of the main characters is Prince Andrew. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah. I'm not calling him Andre. I'm not calling him Andrew Bolkonski every time I talk about him. I'm going to call him Prince Andrew, and everyone else is going to have to deal with it. I'm taking it back. Bannon, Edgar, and King Terra, and everything too. Oh, the same as us. Same as always. Sounds neutral. I've tried to convince them to side with the returners, but it's no use.
It's no use.
Of course, maybe with you and the King of Figaro here.
You rang? How are the townspeople?
Everyone's been a little on edge since the Esper was discovered. We believe Terra may be able to get us answers, help us get answers to our questions about the Esper. Well, the townspeople still have plenty of questions of their own. If we approach them in the right way, there's a good chance they'll agree to let us see it.
That Esper is either going to save us, or dig us an early grave. Bannon is just staring deeply into Terra's eyes.
You need to do...
Yeah,
what am I
focus
thinking?
up.
Oh, it reminds me of...
The three groups have arrived in Narsha, and now a decisive battle is about to unfold. ...
I have a thought, but I'll get to it later.
I understand what you're saying, but you're asking us to spill our blood for you.
That's not what we asked.
But it will be the result.
Ha! You're absolutely right. Bannon? We're asking you to spill your blood. And I will die as one of them. Emperor Gastal's racing to acquire ever greater Magitech power.
Yep.
Whenever there's a big pause, I'm like, did I make the exact same joke last time? And I'm back then I was laughing at how sick it was.
And what line reading were we possibly giving?
Surely we had to stop because I had some thought about some other thing. Maybe I had the thought of the same thing from last time. Unfortunately, it involves Phantom of the Opera.
Oh no.
I don't know if... Okay, that's the reason he wants the Esper that was discovered here. If we allow the Empire to continue expanding its Magitech arsenal, history's greatest mistake will be repeated.
The War of the Magi.
Legendary conflict that laid waste to the world.
Who said that? You're saying it could happen again?
I'm assuming they're whispering amongst each
I
other.
thought humans to be wiser creatures.
Edgar!
Sabin! You're alright!
Mm-hmm.
Who have you brought along?
Oh, right, they haven't even met Cyan either.
Yeah.
I am Cyan, a warrior of the Kingdom of Doma.
Wow! Gow!
The Empire killed everyone in Doma, down to the last child. Kefka poisoned them.
Sure did.
That's Leonard...
Barbaric!
Elder!
But that was because Doma was collaborating with the Returners. As long as Narsha remains neutral, we have nothing to fear from the Empire.
Think again. I overheard that through the door, apparently.
Locke!
The Empire is poised to attack Narsha as we speak.
What?
Locke, where did you manage to get your hands on information like that?
Tell me, please!
Please! Please! Celes here was one of the Empire's So it is her! I thought she looked familiar. Sir Gao, step aside!
Yeet!
The infamous General Celes. The woman single-handedly responsible for the sack of Miranda. Stand and meet thy judgment, Imperial wretch! Wait! Celes has promised to join the Returners. She's fighting for our side now. Be that as it may, I promised I'd protect her, and I won't give up a woman I've sworn to protect.
Locke, you still haven't gotten over that, have you?
Listen, there's a lot of dead wives going around. We don't all need to...
I was also an Imperial soldier. There are dozens of us. Dozens. I know, you're so shocked.
This, I think, we were probably... What? How many of there are you?
The Empire is evil, but that doesn't mean that all of its citizens are.
I also was an Imperial general. Gonna have to defer to my brother on this one.
The Empire is marching on Narsha. We don't have long. It's marching on Narcha.
Oh no!
I don't care what you have to do, just get me that Esper.
Kefka, so what about the civilians?
What about them? Kill them all!
But sir, Narsha is a neutral city.
Idiot. Read my lips. Mercy is for wimps. There's a reason oppose rhymes with dispose. If they get in your way, kill them. March!
Uh-oh. It seems that the choice has been made for us. Let us make ready for war!
Great character development. You're just forced to defend yourselves.
I've grown this day.
They're here for the Esper.
We moved it up into the cliffs above the city. Then that's where we'll make our stand.
We defer to you, king of a different city.
Yeah. Locke has a complicated past. Don't go falling for him now, thinking he was protecting you out of love back there. Thanks for your concern, but I'm a soldier, not some love-starved twit. So much for my next suggestion.
Also, not to spoil too much, why would Edgar see Locke doing that and be like, it's not out of love?
Yeah.
That's totally out of character for him when he's protecting women.
Terra, who'd have thought we'd meet again? Like this. You can use magic too, can't you? But it's different from mine. I was raised to be an Imperial Magitech Knight. When I was still very young, I was artificially infused with magic. Is it possible for you to love other people? In a normal, straight
Wild
way?
transition.
Are you mocking me?
This is like a D&D session.
Yeah.
Do not even think for a moment that I trust thee.
Fine. Use your own eyes and see for yourself which side I'm on.
God, that's a good line.
Yeah. Literally, as I pull Celes aside.
I've never... Listen, Thor the Dark World, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
There's the specific moment where everyone is coming up to Loki to be like, I hate you, I don't trust you, I don't want you here. And I think it's when Sif comes up and is like, if you lay a finger on Thor, I'm going to stab you in the chest. And Loki goes, evidently there will be a line.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how this felt.
Yeah.
That's also how I felt in D&D sometimes. It's just like, oh, wow, it's just everybody, huh?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Because I'm a drama queen.
Yeah.
I think you're explaining to me how this is going to work.
Ah, yes. Which I presume the game also does, but just in case, we're going to split up the party into teams.
Hell yeah.
So that we can do some tower defense.
This is a really cool sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Mog. Or Kupo, sorry. Wait, no, Mog.
Protect the Esper from Kefka.
He says Kupo, but his name is Mog.
That's correct.
Hell yeah. I'm getting
Would
it.
you like an explanation? You'll fight using 3 different parties. Use the L button to switch between them. Defeat Kefka before his man each Bannon, or the battle is lost.
Can't emphasize enough. If Bannon dies, everyone just immediately
Everyone
gives up.
Immediately, it's like they've seen the equation. They fall over. After you've made 3 parties on the party formation screen, select on.
I was like, yeah, I get the point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to ask, What Phantom of the Opera thing were you referencing?
Oh, yeah, when Bannon was staring Terra in the eye, being like, she's going to deliver us, she will be our savior. I sped through this part as well.
Yeah.
It was reminding me of, like, that point when a song starts, and Raoul starts by going like, Christine, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. And then when he realizes that Christine would make really good bait, Raoul was like,
Christine, don't think that I don't care, but every hope and
if it isn't General Celes, the traitor!
How can
Excellent.
you see us from here?
Now I won't have to hunt you down later! I'm yelling from across the way. Go! Get those vile insects!
On you now!
I can't! And then she runs away, and then, like,
Christine!
the next...
Christine!
And then, like, the next scene is her rehearsing the opera. And you're like, Andrew, where was your continuity editor?
Why did we do this? Corporals.
Corporals.
I really like this entire sequence in concept, and I still think in practice it's pretty fun, but I thought it was going to be, like, all in on tower defense of, like, get my guys in the right line to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
And I don't think I realized until Try 2, spoilers, I don't think I get it here, that it's way more effective to just walk up to every single guard and defeat them all one by one instead of trying to do tower defense.
Especially because, like, the more proactive you are about defeating them, the easier it is to occasionally, like, fall back and heal.
Yeah.
You buy yourself some time.
Not to mention, I don't know if I end up doing this, it actually makes way more sense to just have one party of 4 and then just have other super small parties. Whereas I've split it 3, 3, and 2, I think.
Oh. I was looking up, because there's a game called Final Fantasy Dissidia, or Dissidia Final Fantasy. That's like a big crossover. There's probably some multiverse stuff.
Robot Dog, by the way.
Robot Dog. A bunch of characters from a bunch of games are in it together. And there's voice acting in it, because I was checking to see who's been Kefka in the past, because in the future it should just be Mark Hamill.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
But Laura Bailey is in it, as the Cloud of Darkness.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is that...
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I think I know who voices Edgar at the very least, because it's a voice actor I'm a fan of.
Oh!
I believe it's Ray Chase, who you will see in JoJo Part 5.
Excellent news. I don't see Edgar listed in this.
Well, maybe it's not Dissidia, but I'm pretty sure Ray Chase has, in some project, voiced Edgar of Figaro.
Amazing. Yuri Lowenthal's in it.
Kefka? Is he the...
Is he the one who put the slave crown on me? I am paying attention.
I think so, but now isn't really the best time to talk about that, miss.
Keith David is in it.
Hell yeah.
Would you like to know who he voices?
Another Cloud of Darkness.
No.
God.
Chaos.
Chaos?
Yes! They never stood a chance.
Oh no.
Against Keith David.
We have to kill Keith David, who is Chaos.
Chaos. Agents.
Couldn't steal.
World of Final Fantasy.
Sure, that sounds real.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like kind of chibi.
Did you say chibi?
Yeah, the art style.
Okay. I thought you said cheaty, which made no sense to me, and then I thought about the word you said, and I said, I probably just misheard. Because I was like, I don't think Edgar should look like the Good Place character, chibi.
I would have some questions.
I mean, like, hey...
Redesign, however...
I'd be interested to see it.
Yeah.
I would just... My brain was like, I'm sure that's not what you said, because I don't think that would be Square Enix's first thought.
Probably not. Yes, Terra, Edgar, and Celes are in this game. From this one.
From this one.
From this very game.
That being said, I could... Is it William Jackson Harper? Is that the... I should really know his name.
So...
I could see him as like a Locke.
William Jackson Harper, you're right.
I think he could make for a good Locke.
I forget he's in Midsommar.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
I haven't either, but I just assume that every man in that movie sucks.
Fair.
And I trust Chidi with my life.
No,
so...
I think he's actually okay. Spoilers for Midsommar, I think he does die like halfway through the movie, but I don't think it's because he sucks. Although I haven't seen it, maybe he does suck, I don't know. Rage! With your laser. He was also in Ant-Man 3, remember that? You don't. You have no idea.
Truly, not even a little bit.
No, he's with Katie O'Brien. He's one of the 2 leaders of the Quantum Villager people. He can read minds. He was like a main character.
I am remembering that this is true. If you showed me a lineup of 6 of the aliens from that movie and was like,
he looks human. He's not like in CGI mode. It's him.
Well, that's even worse because I know
he doesn't have glasses, so it's not immediate.
He's completely unrecognizable in that case.
It's true. Yeah, no, he's not like Jelly Guy. There was a Jelly Guy in Ant-Man 3. Do you remember Jelly Guy?
The Jelly Guy better than I remember Chidi. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Jello Guy had more lines, I think.
Yikes! Wow, what a...
You know who should have had more lines was Battery Guy.
I don't remember Battery Guy.
He was a guy who just had a massive battery for a head.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was great. He died. I was legitimately like, oh, well, I wanted more Battery Guy. He died.
I'm so sorry. I've just learned something about the world of Final Fantasy that is sending me. Ultros is in it, as voiced by Sam Riegel.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna act surprised by that. That sounds exactly right.
Oh, that's so funny.
I hate it, but I kinda wanna hear that now.
I know, right?
Anyways, the fight is going well.
Yes.
We're talking about... I mean, that's how the Let's Play goes.
Yeah.
You got the fight going on as we discuss other random shit.
I was gonna say, I end up in IMDb at some point. Oh, Ashley Birch. Shred Tertiary is in it as Bahamut.
Nice. That checks out.
Yeah.
You could play one of the big gods?
No idea.
I think the Bahamut is one of the gods in Final Fantasy. Yeah, if it's not from Final Fantasy 6, 7, or I know a little bit about 8. And if it's not from any of those, and of course, Stranger in Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins.
Yes.
How could I forget? Sabin just walked past that soldier and is now going to fight Kefka with Gao. These 2 best friends are going to be in perfect drift-compatible sync to take down Kefka.
God, Pacific Rim is a great movie.
I've never actually seen it.
Oh, it's so much fun. I can't speak for the second one. I've heard it wasn't very great, but I have not seen it myself.
The running joke from the subreddit, the suplex Kefka!
Yes.
The running joke on the subreddit that I follow is, what the fuck are you talking about? There is no second Pacific Rim movie.
And they managed
It's so sad they never made a sequel because the first one was so good.
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
They managed to fumble it even though John Boyega's in it.
People have been talking about the Star Wars curse recently of like, yeah, a lot of people who are in the new Star Wars have not really had good post-Star Wars careers.
Uh-huh.
And I think maybe the only exception of like the new generation is Oscar Isaac, which, to be fair, that's wonderful because I love Oscar Isaac. Mm-hmm. To also be fair, Oscar Isaac was the only one that was already fairly famous before Star Wars, so it barely counts. In terms of people where the new Star Wars put them on the map, I guess Kelly Marie Tran has gotten a good amount of voice work. She's actually been doing okay for herself. She was Raya in Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yes, so she was.
And then she's done a couple other things, I think.
I feel like Daisy Ridley hasn't been doing too bad for herself, but like
she's been in a lot. I just don't. She tends to not be in good movies. I think is the problem.
And like in terms of the superstardom that you figure Star Wars would just shoot you into. Yeah. Not so much, yeah.
Anyways, we did kick the asses of all the soldiers, so I figured, we can definitely zoom through this part. Except Sabin and Gao are dead. But don't worry, they just get zooped back to the bucket.
Zoop to the bucket.
She was in The Woman in the Sea. I heard that was pretty good.
I saw a ton of marketing from it, and then did not hear a single person speak as to its quality.
I heard it was pretty good. Once I was tutoring a kid, and his mom came upstairs and was crying.
Oh.
Because she was only halfway through the movie, but
no.
apparently she liked it a lot.
Well, I trust that.
Oh, there was dialogue between Sabin and Edgar. I'll go back and screen cap that.
Yeah. Show it right now.
Because I think there is little bits of dialogue you can get from certain characters talking to each other.
Yeah, Pacific Rim is excellent. The concept of being drift compatible is really cool. And they show it in a bunch of different ways, which is fun. Idris Elba is there. There's an extended scene where
Edgar and Terra are dead.
Zooped to the bucket! A more competent woman beats the shit out of a man, and he's instantly like, I want her as my partner.
Hell yeah.
And it's great.
That movie, again, I haven't seen it, but that movie has an insane cast. Because isn't
It
Charlie
does.
Day in it as
Charlie
a scientist?
Day is in it, and his best friend / if according to Tumblr, boyfriend, who's
Sabin and
Zoop to the bucket.
Edgar and Terra are dead. Zoop.
Who was in Torchwood. He's a big British actor.
Edgar and Terra are dead.
Zoop the bucket.
Not Ron Perlman, right?
No.
Okay, because I know they also share scenes together.
Oh, Ron Perlman is... I'm not sure what he's doing in that movie, but he's giving it his all.
Good for him. Maybe one day he'll get to beat up Ted Cruz. Edgar and Terra are dead. Zoop.
Zoop. Pacific Rim. No, he looks much more like a twink than Ron Perlman.
Oh, Hell's Rider is here. I skipped past him last. The Sabin just, like, zooped past him.
Hell's Rider. Burn Gorman.
Really? I do know who that is. He was in Game of Thrones and Dark Knight Rises. He's been in a couple of different things. Twink? In comparison to Ron Perlman, surely.
Well, in Torchwood, too.
Yeah. Let me show him to me in Torchwood. Because he must have been much younger then.
He was. Torchwood was like...
Bioblaster.
2008? 2012?
Okay, then alright. I can consider it.
Look, he's... That man's a
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. Alright, my mistake. I spoke too soon. Look him out in Game of Thrones, though, because I feel like he's given off a much different vibe in Game of Thrones.
I like that you
Zoop.
apologized for that. Oh, yeah, much different vibe.
Yeah. And in Dark Knight Rises, he looks very similar to that as well, because those were about the same time. Does he play a good guy in Pacific Rim? He's making out with Charlie Day.
We wish they were making out. He's kind of a morally ambiguous guy, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
He's a scientist who's learning about the kaiju.
Okay.
So maybe does some questionable things in the name of science.
Gotcha. Okay. Because
he's not an out-and-out villain.
The typecast that I don't know how it is in Torchwood either, but the typecast that I'm familiar with, based on Game of Thrones and Dark Knight Rises, is cowardly sellout.
I mean, kind of similar.
Okay, alright.
He certainly is not the most morally upstanding man.
Okay, gotcha. Alright.
He kind of sucks, and yet all the women have a thing for him. But kind of everyone has a thing for everyone in Torchwood. It's an extremely gay show. Charlie Hunnam is there.
Isn't he the main character?
Yeah.
Hell's Rider is defeated.
We did it.
Level up.
I'm paying close attention.
Yeah, I just watched a video from Mike Christensen, who talked about how you could use how seasons of Doctor Who structure their overarching plots to structure a D&D campaign, like using that as a model.
Oh.
And it's pretty cool. And he mentioned Torchwood, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a fucking spin-off. I forgot.
Yeah.
Because I always got Torchwood confused with Deadwood.
Fair. Very fair. No, Torchwood is an extremely funny show, because they're like, they're like, the spin-off concept is cool. It's like, the Doctor is flying around having all these adventures throughout space. We are the agency on Earth that is here to deal with all the aliens showing up on Earth. Because canonically, Doctor Who, they're here all the time. Mm-hmm. So, like, check out this secret agency and how normal humans have to try to cope with all of this.
Sure.
And then they, like, order pizza guys to come to their secret hideout. Literally, that's how the new girl joins the team, is that she replaces the pizza guy.
That's not even vampire-proof.
No. No, the pizza vampire could get right in there. In their defense, they do some, mind wiping to keep their secrets.
Oh, Men in Black style.
You'd figure that they would not bother with the pizza to at least give them a better shot. Yeah.
Whereas McDonald's in the Pentagon, so...
God. What is your security clearance like if you're a McDonald's in the Pentagon worker?
I don't know.
I'm sad thinking about security clearance these days. It's February 2025. So things are bad.
Confused.
I am confused.
Same. Yeah, this is insane, because, we're dubbing over this in February 2025, and I believe this session was recorded in, early 2023.
Oh my god.
I could be wrong, I don't know. It's been a while since I checked the dates, but...
That feels right, because I think we started in 22. Late 22, so...
And this is only, session 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, the exciting thing... This is going to be so worthless to hear you watching this right now. But I'm excited that I get to start uploading this soon.
Yeah!
Because initially, I've been doing a weird pattern on my channel that I kind of accidentally fell into, and then decided, well, I might as well keep it going, of JRPG indie puzzle game.
Oh, interesting.
I was initially going to do Live I'll Live next, which I'm still very excited to get to.
I don't even know what that is.
I think it's similar like Pixels. It was from the 90s. It never had I believe it never had an official English release until it got re-released on the Switch last year.
Oh, cool.
But I've heard it's fantastic. It's supposed to be one of the classics. So I'm still quite excited to get to that, but I also have other puzzle games I wanted to get to now that I'm done with Obra Dinn. Which is not a spoiler, because I'll have uploaded this video by the time I've already completed uploading Obra Dinn. So now I can do Obra Dinn, then this, then puzzle game,
Perfect,
then Live I'll Live.
Do you have another puzzle game in mind, or is it...
I think I'm going to give... It is a very new game that I don't know a lot about, but I've heard it's a very interesting game called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
I've heard of that too. The video game podcast I listen to mentioned that.
Hell yeah. God damn it. Let's live. It actually is a really cool story thing. It's probably unintentional, but it's really, really interesting that Kefka will not let Celes stand up.
Yes.
I actually kind of like that. But yes, here I am learning that maybe it would have been smarter to just have a party of 4.
Yeah.
Because fuck you, Celes.
I'm surprised we've tried so many times to get her up and haven't just given up and gone to attacking yet.
It seems like my brand to give up at this point.
My brand. Hey.
And the party was defeated. Even though we have 2 other parties available, this one died.
They fell down in despair.
They could not zoop. They were past the zoop distance.
They lost the will to live like Padme.
Yeah. Anyways, I think this is where the session ends.
Oh no, is it?
I think so. So it's getting really late. So we were like, well, we've got all the soldiers down, so we'll just take care of the Kefka one last time. Next time.
Wow. What a... it doesn't affect the audio. Is it over?
No, we have 5 more seconds of this, and then the video is going to cut out. But
God.
The audio, we can keep talking for a second.
How... That's so funny. Yep, there it goes.
There it goes.
It's so funny that for the audience, this will be entirely unaffected because you'll just keep releasing as normal. For us, what a huge anticlimax. Mm-hmm. And kind of I really like this run of the story, so I'm like, oh yeah, let's keep going. What happens next? Nope.
Who knows?
Who knows? 2023 did. I mean, Path.
Yeah, and also just the idea of in terms of anticlimax of we've been trying to find a good time to... First off, I needed... A lot of it was on me. I didn't edit down because I did want to zoom through all those things. It took me a while to actually get around to doing that. And then it was a matter of when can we find time? Well, this night is good, but we have a lot of time. Maybe that would be best spent actually doing a new session.
Yeah.
We should save it for when we maybe don't have a full night, but we can still knock out a couple hours. And we've finally done it, and it ended with us not defeating Kefka.
And in 2 days I leave town. Oh, incredible.
But anyways, yeah. Thank you for joining us again. Past couple, what is it? That's probably going to be either 3 or 4 episodes once I edit them down.
Yeah.
We're a little weird. Thank you for bearing with us. And, yeah. Good night, everybody.
The end.